Hey guys, Brian here. I am in the coolest place in all of South Florida, and that is the Dauer Museum of Classic Cars in Sunrise. Man, there's a whole lot of cars here, and they're going to blow you away. I see a lot of cars that I remember on the road when I was a little kid, and then there's a lot more that I've only seen in old movies and episodes of Mad Men. So join me as we take a tour of the Dauer Museum of Classic Cars in Sunrise. This is absolutely amazing. I have never seen anything like this anywhere, and I had no idea that this was right here in South Florida, this incredible car museum. I am going to start over here at the Cadillacs. I love Cadillacs. Let's see what they got. This is a 1956 Cadillac Imperial limousine, it says. The factory price was $6,773. Wow, that's amazing. You can see where a limousine comes in because it's stretched a little bit. Look at those door handles. Remember door handles like that? This is a 59 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. The factory price was $5,498. Wow. Look at that chrome. This here is one of my dream cars. This is a 1964 Cadillac El Dorado. Factory price $6,630. And look at that. Convertible. That is just beautiful. I've never seen anything like this outside of a movie. White wall tires. And it is a 1954 Cadillac El Dorado. Factory price $5,738. Look at that. They do not make them like this anymore. That is amazing. This is like something out of the Smithsonian. My uncle had one of these. This is a 1976 Cadillac El Dorado convertible. Factory price $11,049. And I remember my uncle driving me around South Florida in one of these, and I thought this was the coolest car on the road, and it looks even cooler now. Check that out. This is a 1953 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special, factory price $4,305. And this one has a little bit of history to it because the first owner was Walter Brennan, who was Grandpa Amos on The Real McCoys. That's him. Everyone on TV was a big star then because, well, there was no cable or streaming. You only had 3 channels, right? That's amazing. Look at that. Imagine driving around Hollywood with that. When I first saw this from the front, I thought it looked like a muscle car. It's obviously 70s, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a muscle car, but it's not. It's a 1970 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser Wagon, factory price $3,778. And look at this. It's a super cool station wagon. Now, these are the kind of cars that were out on the road when I was a kid, and you don't think about them too much at the time. You think it's kind of ordinary, but now you see it. It's super cool, super retro, and just amazing. It's hard for me to even believe that this is real, but it is. This is a 1961 Auto Bianchi Bianca, and it's only a 2-cylinder engine, and it's about the size of a golf cart. Check that out. Makes my wife's Mini Cooper look like a boat. This is a 78 RollsRoyce, factory price $98,500. Only about 180 were made in the United States, it says. Wow, check that out. I never realized just how awesome some of these cars were because I've not seen any of them in person. This is a 56 Pontiac Safari 2-door wagon. The original factory price, $3,124. And I mean, look at that. And look at that ornament on the hood. That is just spectacular. These These cars are amazing. I've seen pictures of cars like this in magazines, old magazines. This is a 1949 Kaiser Vagabond, factory price $2,288, and it's obviously made for camping and fishing trips. Look at that. Folds down into a bed. You got like a little tent kind of thing. And this one, although the car is before my time, it's a 59 Mercury Park Lane convertible, original price in '59, $4,206. But what I do remember is going to the drive-in and having them bring the food out to the car. I haven't done that in so long. Look at that. Wow. When I was in high school, my English teacher, he was an old guy, and it was the 80s, he had this car, and his dad bought it for him. He told us when he graduated college. And it's a 55 Oldsmobile Series 98 Starfire convertible, factory price $3,276. And it's the color of the Miami Dolphins, but that is the same color and same paint job my English teacher had in 10th grade. Now, when I was a kid, if you saw someone driving one of these, you thought that they were super cool and rich. It's a 75 Pontiac Firebird, and the factory price, $4,585 in '75. I would have thought they would have gone for more money even back then. And check it out. Oh, man. I rode in many of these when I was young. This ambulance is the same age I am. It's a 1971 Cadillac Ambulance, and this is a real ambulance. And check it out. They don't make ambulances like this anymore. It is beautiful. And a Cadillac. If you're going to go to the hospital, go in a Cadillac. Go in style. Check it out. Yep. That's what the steering wheels used to be like. Oh man, I even recognize the smell from when I was a kid in cars of this era. And they tell me that that is a working defibrillator machine. They have the electricity cut off of it, but that is a real machine with no electricity. Florida Medical Center here in South Florida. Wow. Isn't that something? Right out of a movie. Man, oh man. Look at that. This is a 53 Oldsmobile 98 Holiday Coupe. The original factory price, $2,771. That is just insane. And it's a perfect car. They're all perfect, aren't they? I mean, look at that. Wow. Now here we are back in the 30s. This is a 1930 Model A Roadster pickup. Original factory price, $430. I know. Can you imagine? This is a television camera from, I don't know when, 1940, 1950 something. And then over there is a color television camera, and I know that because it says color television on the side. It is massive. Look at those handles. It's like driving a boat. A lot of buttons back there, and that's a headset, so you can talk to the director in the control room. There's the screen, so you can see what you're filming. And that's what the inside looks like. Holy smokes. And then here's the lenses. This is a car I actually had. The Matchbox version, of course. A 66 Olds Toronado Deluxe Coupe. Factory price $47.79, and I did have the Matchbox version of this in my box of Matchbox cars, and never seen a real one before, but it's super amazing. This is a 1960 Lincoln Continental Mark V convertible. The factory price $7,056. Check it out. Wow. That is amazing. Now, this vehicle is something I've never seen, never heard of, and it's absolutely amazing. Wait until you see the side of it. It's a 1954 International Harvester R140 4x4 station wagon, and the original factory price, $4,875. Now, check this out on the side. This is bigger than any SUV you've ever seen. It's about the size of a mini school bus. Check it out. And you got your luggage rack on top. And a lot of the cars have photos like this that show you how they restored the vehicle. Now, this car, that's what it looks like now, but that's what it looked like when they got it. And it went through this restoration process, which is pretty involved. Is this the car that Mr. Miyagi gave to Daniel in The Karate Kid? Looks like it to me. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. You can find the museum online at DauerCars.com. It's the Dauer Museum of Classic Cars in Sunrise. I'm Brian. I'll see you next time.